If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, it's Smith. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's 2nd and 6. Smith to throw.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Play action now. It's Gino. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Etienne. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tommy Eichenberg, the former Buckeye, in there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's 3rd and 2. They put Adams in motion. 3rd and 2. Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. The NFL's 3rd leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyron Williams. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the ground, here's Etienne. He'll manage only a couple. Tyree Wilton, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep for Adams. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. The motion man is Nakua. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. They put Adams in motion. Off play action. It's Stafford. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. Now, Gino. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Vegas.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll send a tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12. And a 1st down.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the 1st down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, 2-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time young breakout rookie tight end. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Look wide, get this one complete. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They go play action with Smith. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On second down, Smith. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. You have a tight end motioning left here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Xavier Howard got a hand in there to knock that one away.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll go with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. On third down, here's Williams. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes fourth down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
To throw is Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll run with the third-round pick. It's Blake Cora. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
But how many of those rushes did we see in his time in Michigan, Mike? I mean, it feels like we've been watching this kid play football for years now, and now he's got a chance to make his mark on the NFL stage. 27 rushing touchdowns last year. That led all of college football. This is one of the better young backs to come into the league in the last couple years. His play style really complements what Sean McVay wants out of this Los Angeles Rams offense. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They motion the slot man left. Stafford now on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will go all the way. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Man in motion here is Tucker. A second down throw for Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. They'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw, it's Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Play action now for Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium. after a short break. Third and long. Here's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative, playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Here's Ethan Evans now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tackle made by Nate Landman. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Nice job there by Max Crosby, able to get into the backfield and come away with the sack. And, man, has he done plenty of that over the last 2 years, Mike, 27 sacks. I mean, it just seems every game he plays, this man's like a one-man wrecking crew. Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Back to throw is Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Stafford. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. The rookie out of Florida State, Jared Verse, on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He'll go right and find his running back. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. This is caught at the 2. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Vegas. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 7. It's another run here for Williams. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a rest.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Elandon Roberts. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They put Adams in motion. Second down, it's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They put Adams in motion. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now it's Stafford. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Stafford to throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On play action, it's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. They'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Gino to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. First down, Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
The carry here for ETN. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Stafford. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, You can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And the Raiders have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he will score again. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's Etienne. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Stafford now. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Stafford. Pass brought in by Chark. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Now Stafford. That's going to be caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And fourth down's coming up. The Rams use their third and final timeout.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
First and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off play action. It's Stafford. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Stafford gonna give it to Corum. And he nearly got the first down there. They'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Drive begins with a run by White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7. Sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 2nd and a yard. Now it's Williams. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. Open downfield is Parkinson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance.